Everyone, we're back here again at Tinkered Speed Shop, and so I really appreciate everybody joining the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But we've got another really cool project behind me. We're going to be doing a really cool video series on this, again focusing on wiring, fuel system, some of the engine prep stuff, and we're going to be doing the vintage air. So last truck we did Restomod air, and this truck we're going to be doing vintage air. So stay tuned for that video series. You're not going to want to miss it. A lot of really good stuff in it. But in this video, we want to talk about these guys right here. Thanks again to Range Industries for sponsoring the video, and they've always coming out with really cool products, and they were nice enough to send me some of their new hot off the press Coyote motor mounts for the Crown Vic swaps that you're doing. So this is going to mount right up to your Crown Vic subframe, your front IFS, and then it bolts right up into your Coyote motor, and they're fully adjustable. They come finished anodized aluminum. They come with hardware ready to go right out of the box, bolt on. It doesn't get any better than that. Come a little closer and let's take a look at these things. So again, thank you to Range Industries for sending me free stuff. You know I love it when you guys send me this stuff all the time. But for my viewers, they didn't tell me what to say. They didn't pay me or anything like that. So I am not above telling them if a product is, if I don't like a product or if I like the product. So this is my true honest opinion on this stuff. They're not paying me to say anything or anything like that. But in my opinion, this sounds like a small thing, but it's a big thing to me. They come out of the box already finished. They're anodized aluminum. They have chamfered edges. They're heavy duty, fully adjustable, and they look beautiful. I mean, literally take them right out of the box, mount them to your Crown Vic, mount them to your engine, and drop your engine in. It's that easy. They also come packaged with all of their bolt hardware like they normally do in this really thick packaging. You're not losing any nuts, bolts, or anything like that. But also, one of my other favorite things is check these bolts out. These are flange head bolts. So you notice you don't need to get washers or mess around with lock washers or anything like that. The nuts come with the nylock, flanged nylock bolts, and then the bolts are grade 8 nylock bolts as well. And they used common sizes among all the different hardware, so you don't have to have 47 different sockets out just to install one thing with different bolts. So I always love that. Thank you for paying attention to customers when they're asking you to build really cool products. But again, check these out. They're a 3-piece system. You've got your upper bracket right here, and we'll talk in a minute about these 3 holes right here. You got your upper bracket, a left and a right. You've got your rubber isolator, and some of you, if you've got a keen eye, you might recognize these. Yes, these are Corvette. Yeah, they're Corvette rubber isolators. So they're not custom made polyurethane bushings that somebody cut into an isolator. These are actually, you can go to Advance or O'Reilly's and actually buy these right from Advance and buy replacements if you need to. So that's really cool. And like I said, they're the stock rubber isolators, rubber motor mount isolators for Corvettes. I think it's Corvette. Did they say Camaro or Corvette? I don't know. I'll put it up on the screen right here because I don't remember. But they're like stock, whatever, Chevy, whatever's. And then you got the lower bracket right here. And so, I mean, it looks similar to kind of competitor stuff out there, but with a twist. So if you take the lower bracket right here, where it's just going to mount onto your subframe just like this. So you've got a left and a right. And if you look right here, there is a left, a little L right there on one of them. And then there's an R on the other one, so you can't screw it up. I mean, some of you, like me too, I could screw it up too, I guess. But you're gonna set it right there on top. You'll drill a hole, and then you'll install your little rubber isolator right here, and you'll see that there's a keyway right there. So a small little pin, and then that's gonna locate right here so this thing doesn't spin or twist on you. So you'll just stick that guy in there like that so it doesn't spin or twist or anything like that. Okay, and then you'll set it right back on here, and then you've got your upper mount right here. Again, this is super, super lightweight, and it comes finished anodized aluminum. Real pretty motor mounts. I really like their hardware. All right, and then this is where you'll check to see what fitting you want to be in, right? I mean, do you want to be Do you want your motor further back? Do you want it kind of right in the center, or do you want it about an inch forward? So that's your 3 forward and backward holes that you'll set this in. So you can move your motor forward or backward, I think 2 or 3 inches, I guess, based on the position of those holes. So let me move the camera in. You guys come in and take a closer look at this stuff, and we'll kind of go over actually installing it on this Crown Vic subframe that I have right here. And this bad boy is going to end up going in a 1970 D100 Dodge pickup. It's going to have a Coyote motor in it with a Ford Crown Vic front suspension in a Dodge pickup. Can't wait to show you guys that one. Let's get in a little bit closer here and you can check these things out. You'll see there's that little locator hole right there for the rubber isolator. And you'll see on the back of the rubber isolator, there's that little pin, and the pin is going to sit right down inside there. And then it's going to sit on top of here like that. And then you'll have your upper bracket right here, and then that's going to sit in. So a 3-piece system, they give you all the hardware and all that stuff. So let's take a closer look at these, and you can see they're pretty lightweight. I mean, super lightweight. It's anodized aluminum. It's really high quality. Now I've already been beating the crap out of these, so I've banged them around and stuff like that. And these, I don't think they've even been released yet on Range Industries website. So they sent me a set that were pre-installed, so you're going to see bolt marks and stuff like that on them. But these things are super pretty. There's the lower portion, it goes right there. It's the rubber isolator, and again, these are stock, I don't know, Camaro or Corvette or something like that, rubber isolators. That. And then you've got the upper bracket right here. And you can see it's got their logo on it, right here, the Range Industries. It's, pre-finished, nice chamfered edges, and it's pretty strong, pretty stout. I don't think you're going to break that. And super, super lightweight. So let's get these things installed. To install them, again, you're gonna look right here at the lower mount, and you'll see there's either right here an L or an R. So this is the L. We're gonna put this on the driver's side right here. And you may have a Christmas tree bracket that you pull out right here on both sides, and that's gonna hold your brake line. You'll pull that out to make room for this guy to fit right here. And you'll see that there's a difference here. If you try to put the right-hand side, this fits nice and flush on top and on the face right here. If you try to put, and I figured this out the hard way, if you try to put the wrong one on here, it won't fit right. It'll be wiggly. So you'll kind of know that something's wrong. So if you put the correct one on here, you can see that it lines up really nice. I like to use a purple paint pen, and you've got one hole you're going to need to drill right here. And it's pretty similar with all the competitors out there. You'll just mark that little one hole you're going to have to drill. We'll drill that out. And if you look, it actually ends up kind of going exactly where that Christmas tree bit ended up going for the brake line little holder. And it actually does that on both sides. So we're going to drill that out. We'll mark the other side, drill it out, and let's get this thing installed. And so there you have it. I mean, I think I spent probably 30, 45 minutes installing these things on a Crown Vic frame. They're super easy to install, and I really like the fact that they're anodized and they're ready to install right out of the box. They're clean, good looking motor mounts. I think I'll probably start buying these for all of my future Coyote swaps where I'm using Crown Vic. Now, I took a set out to a friend of mine's place. He has got a crew cab bump side with a Gen 2 Coyote that he's working on, and he wanted to move the motor around a little bit, and because these have some adjustability in them, I took a set out to him and we installed them on that crew cab. So he had a previous set. We went ahead and lifted the motor up, unbolted those old motor mounts, bolted these in, re-drilled 2 holes and set them back down. And really, we think we spent maybe, we were chit-chatty the whole time, so I think we spent maybe an hour or so working on that. His shop was full, so we were kind of outside working in the dirt, but still, it was a super easy install, and he was really thankful to get a set of those motor mounts as well. So, well, if you've got a Crown Vic and you're doing a Coyote swap and you need a set of motor mounts, head over to Range Industries website and check these things out. And they've got a bunch of other stuff for Coyote swaps and anything you could possibly need as far as brakes and those type of things. So, and thanks for watching this episode. I know it was just a product review, but keep in mind, we've got a lot of really cool stuff going. I've got projects lined up. Stay tuned for those. Thanks, everyone.